Hey everybody, welcome back to Hitman World of Assassination. Today we are on our way to Marrakesh, taking care of the Gilded Cage with Reza Zaydan and Klaus Strandberg being the main targets. This one was thankfully a very consistent strategy that I was able to build up. So much so that I was able to have two different versions, one for people that have not unlocked anything, and one for people that have gotten out of the way to do the unlocks for the prior two maps. That being said, again, it should be a fairly easy to work, and we'll still use the starting location that is the default one. So we're going to be using the silver baller again, but this will be using any ICA-19 variants. And this right here, this is the setup for those that did do the unlocks. So we'll be using lethal poison and remote breaching charges, but for the sake of the first attempt, we'll be just holding onto the coins and, I don't know, barbara, sure. Both strategies are pretty similar to each other. The only difference is the Reza Zaydan kill, but other than that, it should be pretty simple. Okay, let's get started. Just so you know, it is currently 4th of July, and I might have fireworks in the background, so if my house burns down, you might catch it on the mic. So, again, let's get started.
Welcome to...
Not missing a single second out of that cutscene, we gotta move as fast as possible. But that being said, it's gonna be fine. Grab the screwdriver over here, and we're gonna be grabbing a crowbar for it down the way. This is just a lot of walking, which is funny because I got Death Stranding yesterday, but still, gotta give chances. We're gonna be hitting up Reza after Klaus, so it's gonna be Klaus Strandberg first, Reza Zaydan. Klaus will kill with an accident, Reza we're gonna kill with a not so conventional method, though it might look familiar if you've seen CJ. Gonna pass by the crowd here, we're gonna grab the crowbar on this spot, we're gonna get over the wall here, so we can get inside the parking lot of the consulate.
You made it. Most impressive, 47.
Gonna switch out to the silver baller here. We're gonna use the silver ball as a distraction. And along with that, we'll be grabbing a remote explosive on the way there. There's one. We're gonna be shooting to the right of these two. Get them to move that way so we can slip by. Equip the breaching charge, or the explosive. Throw it to the right side of the doorway, so that way it lands in a decent spot. Load up. And with that, we'll be going in, and the two that are immediately in front of us, they won't hear the explosion. We'll just put the bottom floor in a state of panic. They'll be calm by the time we get back. Go through both doors, and this is what the screwdriver is for. Gonna tamper with the light, but it's not actually on yet. To do that, we have to make our way all the way around, and the cop's gonna be making his way outside. Wait for him to pass. Go inside and turn on the light. Just like that, Klaus Strandberg is ready to die. And because it's an accident kill, it's gonna be fine if somebody finds his body. Making our way down, the cop that was just talking to the soldier a moment ago is coming back, but we'll be able to slip by just in time for him not to see us. Or he'll catch a glimpse of us, but he's not going to come to us or even spot us. Grab the silver baller one more time. We're going to be using the same trick so we can get them to turn around again. And let us leave the consulate parking garage without being seen.
Target down. Next up, Reza Zaydan.
And just like that, Klaus Strandberg no longer exists. We're going to be taking the longest path possible, minimize detection as much as we can. Through the door. And over the wall like before. That cop is facing our direction, but he's not going to catch us. Now it's our way to kill Reza Zaydan. We're not going to be taking the direct approach that's there to our right. We're going to be taking the longer way close to the starting area. We're going to grab the crowbar. We need to knock someone out so we can take a key. Gonna pass the shoe shop, and we're gonna be making our way to the headmaster of the school that Zaydan resides in.
Welcome. Please keep moving, sir.
I most certainly am. And now we're gonna have a couple of people talking right in front of the headmaster's shop.
How's your father?
Doing well.
The man talking is relevant in that he can catch us up in this area if our timing is off. But now the crowbar's reason will manifest immediately. Knock him out, grab his key. We're gonna be using it to unlock the doors in the school without getting caught. We'd use the crowbar, but that risks noise, and it risks the door being permanently open. We don't want that if we want to hide any bodies, which we'll be doing to a certain degree. Climb our way up the wall, make our way to the pipe, slide down. They're just talking about the traitor that is inside of the school. He was going to blow the lid on this entire operation, but he got caught by Zaydan early on. Get the key. The soldier that's over there did catch a glimpse of us, but he'll be out of the way by the time we get out.
You're in. Good work,
I'll be knocking this guy out
now
in
to
a second with the crowbar.
General Zaydan.
Also why I grabbed it. I didn't bother with the wrench because I just didn't want to. Drag him a little bit more to the crates to minimize the chances of a soldier inside seeing his body. And unlock the door that leads up. We're going to be taking advantage of a certain opportunity so that we can get Reza Zaydan exactly where we want him to. We'll be doing that by turning on the radio. Or the PA system. Now, grab the points. Could have used the toy tank or the pool ball if we didn't equip them, but thankfully we did. And this is where a little bit of inconsistency can come, but after a while, it kind of levels itself out. Wouldn't matter too much because there's a soldier that just crossed the hallway. He would have heard the coins that are going to be tossed, but Zaydan's going to be the only one to hear them. They're talking mad shit about Zaydan, that's leading him to investigate the bathroom from the inside, and this is where inconsistency will lie. Shut the fuck up, you don't even know I'm there. That's the coin again. Need him in that corner, and we'll get rid of the evidence of Klaus Strandberg being killed. By killing Zaydan instead.
Both targets down. Now head towards an exit.
Get outside the window, drop to the ground, make sure that there's no soldiers there that can catch us, and slip past. And just like that, we killed both targets with Silent Assassin suit only. Still got a bit of ground to cover. We gotta make our way back, but the soldier that was peeking at us is far enough away that we can move away without him coming in this direction. And we'll just go up the pipe. Get over the wall. Make our way back down. That's where we have to be careful here. Just gotta make sure the headmaster's son is not in the way, and he just left, which is perfect. And we could have taken the Humvee, but that would have taken a few extra steps, and frankly, I didn't want to be bothered anyways. And just like that, we did Silent Assassin's Pursuit only. "7 minutes and 8 seconds, not bad. However, I do have a much faster strategy for those that have done the unlocks, which we'll be going over now. Alright, now for the alternative strategy, we're going to be needing the following. We'll be using the lethal poison vial, which for that requires mastery level 15 in the Paris. And then from Sapienza, we'll be using the breaching charges, which is going to be a mastery level 15 as well. That will shave off a good 3 minutes, and it's pretty much the fastest route that I can possibly think of, at least right now. So again, Silver Baller, lethal poison vial, and breaching charges. Literally the only thing that's changed, well, I'm saying it like it's simple, but Reza Zaydan's kill is the one that changes for this whole strategy. Pretty much everything for Klaus Strandberg is the same, barring the use of the breaching charge to blow open the door instead of the remote explosives. Other than that, it should be pretty simple, and again, it's going to be pretty easy. So, let's go. Alright, one more time. Not going to waste any more time with the cutscene. Again, it's going to be the same. Grab a screwdriver. This time, though, we're going to grab a brick. We're going to toss it towards the alleyway immediately to our right. The reason is because there's going to be a butler that's going to wake up from that. He's supposed to be delivering Reza Zaydan's food, but we'll add a bit of spice to it before he does. He's going to take a long time anyways. Pretty much by the time we make it to a certain exit. And there's Reza Zaydan's food right there. We're going to poison it. And just like that, Reza Zaydan is going to die on his own. And again, it's going to be pretty synced up to where he's going to be dead right around the time that we're ready to leave. Kind of. Not grabbing the crowbar this time, but we're still going to go over the wall. And through the doors.
You made it. Most impressive.
Make our way around. We're still using the silver baller for a couple of distraction shots. Or one at least. Not grabbing the remote explosives this time. Just gonna slip by. Shoot. Make our way to the doors. Take as long a route as possible. And grab the breaching charge. Place it on the door and blow it up. Okay. Going up the stairs just like before. And again, this is pretty much a repeat of the last strategy. So you can probably gather what comes from here. Some people might get concerned on whether the guard detecting you will be significant. It's not that significant in the grand scheme of things. If he does manage to be suspicious of your location, it's not going to matter too much because you're going to slip on by the end. Speaking of slipping by, be past the military guard over here as well as the consulate one. And Klaus Strandberg is going to die in about, I don't know, 10 seconds or so. Toss the screwdriver to the right, that way you don't have to switch to the silver baller. And there we go.
Target down. Next up, raise the Zaydan.
Yep, he's next, but from the way that things were set up, we don't even have to lay a finger on him. Frankly, we don't have to lay a finger on any of these two because one's an accident kill and one's a poison kill, and both with their bodies found will not negate sound assassin. So, done deal. Over the wall again. And we're just gonna make our way to an exit on, let's see, the south side of the map. Pretty simple strategy. And frankly, it just took me a while to find the waiter, because I knew he existed around here given that CJ had his professional challenges done. But I never knew exactly his location up until I started doing this strategy. I just happened to see him sleeping in the alleyway. And I'm like, oh, it's that guy. It's gonna die in 40 seconds, so it's honestly gonna be a lot of waiting. But there he is. I'll just be having a walk around the school. He's about to be presented his food by the waiter. Then after a while, he's gonna sit down. You'll see him sit down fairly soon. Yes, I would probably cut, but I'm still trying to keep it unedited for the sake of legitimacy. There he is, sitting down. Gotta grab him lunch in a second. There he goes.
Both targets down. Now head towards an exit.
And that's it. Fastest time is 4:15, just a few seconds. certainly ways to toss the brick a little closer so that it hits quicker without the waiter still being asleep. But that pretty much wraps up this on Assassin's Suit only attempt. Pretty simple for both strats, though realistically speaking, again, you can do it any way that you want. Just that I've tried to find a way for people without unlocks and people with unlocks. I was very lucky to do that. Maybe I'll do that for the other maps in retrospect, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, that's about it. If you want to see more of this stuff, let me know, and I'll see if I can do Bangkok next. I will take some time. I did finish Mastery level 20 for this map, Paris, and Sapienza. So I'll most certainly be doing the Bangkok map, but other than that, I'll see if I can do Son Assassin's Suit only first try. We'll see. Take care of yourselves, and watch yourself out there.